And now you can see the Backseat Mogul Show in all its video glory on our YouTube page at roughedge.tv. It's tiki time at Harbor Cove Cafe. Dive into the tropical paradise at the end of Spinnaker Drive in Ventura with vibrant drinks, delicious bites, award-winning fish and chips, and more. Now featuring extended hours and happy hour, Fridays from 2 p.m. to 8 p.m., Saturday and Sunday from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. Harbor Cove Cafe, the hidden treasure at the end of Spinnaker Drive. Visit harborcovecafe.net for more information.
Showbiz is a cruel and shallow money trench, a long plastic hallway where thieves and pimps run free and good men die like dogs for no good reason. There's also a bad side.
This is the Backseat Mogul Show, live here on Rough Edge FM. I am R. Scott Bolton. I am the Backseat Mogul, and this is the show where we talk about show business. Sitting to my right here is none other than JohnyD.
Good morning.
And to Johnny's right, we got none other than Jeff Genet back in the house.
Hello.
And we got lots to talk about today. We're going to talk about Now You See Me, Now You Don't, right? That's the full title.
Yep.
James Lantine will be dropping by. He's a magician here at the House of Magic, so he'll be dropping by to discuss that movie with us. I always think it's interesting to get somebody who is part of the real world of that when you see a movie to see what they think about what's going on. It's like watching a court TV show with my wife. Like if we're watching Matlock or one of those lawyer shows, she was like, nope, that wouldn't happen. Nope, they'd throw him in his ass if he said that. Nope, that's not going to. And it's like, okay, well, she knows she spent 20 years in the courtroom, so she knows the rules and stuff, but it makes it interesting. It also makes it very annoying. But
that's how I feel about when I'm watching a movie and there's a car chase and you hear the engine sound. No, that's not that. Or if it involves motorcycles like Harleys, and go, no, that sounds like a Honda 50.
It's like, yeah. So you're telling me the Fast and Furious movies aren't real? I don't know what kind of laugh that was. But.
Of course they're real. I mean, Vin Diesel and
they're
Johnson
real.
Can actually do that stuff.
They're real movies.
I remember one of them. I mean, I remember lots of scenes in all those movies. They're just, I will not pay for them in the theater. I'll watch them later on streaming. I will not go to the theater and see them. But the Charger was on top of a parking structure. And there was, I think, a helicopter firing missiles at it.
Yeah.
And the Charger was driving down and it was jumping things and falling down. And at the end, it was the only thing unhurt. Helicopter was blown up. Everything, the complete parking lot structure is destroyed, but that damn Charger, pristine.
You remember when he's standing in front of Jason Statham and he's like saying something about family and then he stomps his foot and then the parking structure collapses where Jason Statham is. It's like, yeah, okay.
I saw the first one, and when they show that Charger flying through the air, I'm going, no. I mean, and when it lands, I mean, at least when in the Dukes of Hazzards, the TV series, when they showed the Charger flying through the air and it hits the ground, yeah, you see some crumpled fenders and all that. And of course, in the next scene, the fender ain't crumpled. But in this movie, in the first Fast and the Furious movie, it's like, no, at that height, when it lands, there ain't gonna be nothing movable on that car.
Mm-hmm.
I love the one scene with, I think they're in Hawaii, if I remember correctly, and the Rock is driving, or somebody else is driving a tow truck, and the tow truck's got a chain attached to a helicopter, and so the Rock is on the back of the tow truck, and the chain snaps. But thank God he's there, because he grabs that, wraps around his fist, grabs the truck, and holds the helicopter.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's realistic.
See, I'm part of the problem. I'll go see every single one of those.
Will you?
Yeah. They're so dumb. I love them.
That's why the only reason I'll watch them, because they are so dumb, and they're not only dumb. I mean, the last one, the way it ended was every single person in the history of the show is in peril.
Yeah,
and it ends. So, we're going to rescue him. Well, they've announced the next one, but we'll see if it ever gets made. But they're also dumb in the characters. It's all about, they took him and they cut him into pieces and they ground him up and they threw him in this and blah. He goes, oh, that's not right because we're family. Oh, shut up with the family nonsense.
Yeah, and then they just keep bringing people back for no reason. It's
Yeah.
like, well, that person died like 6 movies ago. Yeah, we ran out of people, so we got to bring him back. Okay, cool.
I don't.
And in this one, they're bringing Paul Walker back.
Yes.
It's like, what do you mean? How do you do that? What do you do? I'll just let the guy go. Like, what are we doing?
I don't think I saw the movie. I know I saw the first one. I may have seen the second one.
Oh, you've missed the good stuff.
Yeah, that's when it was tame back in the day.
Yeah.
But there's one I keep, every once in a while I'll keep seeing these little shorts, and it shows they're at a barbecue and Dwayne Johnson's
That's all
character
of them.
walks in.
Yeah.
He says something, and the rapper, God, I can't think of his name. Is it Ludacris?
Maybe.
And his reaction to what Dwayne Johnson says, it was totally not scripted. He just, he just took a mouthful of liquid and it just spewed all over the place. And
Yeah,
it was
I remember
very
that one.
unscripted, but apparently they kept it in the.
Yeah. I know what scene you're talking about. So he said something about his bald head or something
Yeah.
like that. Yeah.
About
I remember
baby
that.
oil, or I don't know.
Yeah.
But that looked funny.
That's the thing. I love the. Wait, do you guys? Was that the one you had here? Yeah, you have the.
We have a little piece from it.
little
Yeah.
house. Yeah, like they have a barbecue at the end of every single one. I mean, except the last one because it's on a cliffhanger. But
Somebody's having a barbecue somewhere.
it's always they end it with the barbecue and Coronas, and they're like, "Hey, family, man," and it's like it's so dumb. But then they made that house. It's like a little figurine house, and then they have the barbecue. It's separate. You can build the little barbecue on the side of the house with the cars. And I'm like, that's so stupid, but I love it.
I found that at was it a thrift store I found it at?
I don't know. Or I think you got it at Target on clearance.
I can't remember where.
Our little toy up there, but there's a
piece
store,
or
yeah.
two missing out of
There's
it.
there's a lot of pieces. It's
Yeah.
just the house.
Yeah,
And it's factory sealed. It's not like somebody took them out. They just
forgot to put the barbecue in the cars.
Yeah, but I think you got that on clearance, Johnny, if I remember
going,
correctly.
oh, Scotty would like this.
Why would you think that?
Because it's yeah.
Okay.
I was hoping the Charger was the Charger in it? I don't remember. Because I know you.
I don't think
you
so.
like that body style. 'Cause
I do.
That's even in your HB Fist.
I picked that up from first it was Blade,
Mhm.
and then kind of went from there with it. But I've steered away from that now. You know, in HB Fist's Charger is destroyed now. He's going to get an old Buick. But anyway,
Which Buick?
I don't remember now. You catch me? I haven't thought about HB Fist novels in a long time. But that's going to be something I'm going to be releasing next year is the 25th anniversary edition of Killed by Death, my first book. I'm going to rewrite it from cover to cover because it's bad.
Oh, no, it's not. It's
And,
bad in the sense that it was really bad, which means it's good.
You have no idea what you're talking about, do you?
I liked it.
A lot of people did, but I'm kind of embarrassed at parts of it. And I realize I use my thesaurus way too much.
And you know, I got to admit the fact that we're talking about Scotty's book, and you know that if you go to Amazon.com, you can find
You just chased off James.
all kinds of R. Scott Bolton books, and the latest is Bowling Bag in the Back Seat. See, I got it in early, didn't I?
You did.
So go to Amazon.com, and if you got Amazon Prime, you're going to get free shipping, and Christmas is just right around the corner or two. So
Jeff's got a new book to read.
Yes.
I'm very pleased that Knife Point took you less time to read than it.
Well, yeah. I've got Begin Rumble Strip here. I just finished Knife Point. Oh, Knife Point. There you go. Yeah, I finished it in 3 days. I think it prepared me for like other books because it used to take me like 2 weeks to finish a book. And then I finished it and I was just like, 3 days. And then my next book I'm almost done with, and I finished that, or I started that 2 days ago or something.
Perfect.
So
3 days is exactly how much time I want you to spend on reading that book. That's it should read very fast. So
Have you read Dead Dick yet?
no, I've read this book and Neath.
he's working on the Brace Heller series. Then we'll get him into Dead Dick.
Okay.
That sounded really bad, but we're going to move on.
Yeah,
From
how many books are there for
There's
this?
Plethora.
3 Brace Hellers right now, so you got 1 more to go. Then there's a 4th one coming out next year.
Okay, cool.
So
I got the word.
James Lantine in the house. Have a seat, James. Oh, look, he brings his own tools. I don't know how to get the 4th camera to work.
I can help you with that.
Okay. James is the one who built all this. He put the microphones together, got this all organized, did all the wiring and cabling, even the serial wiring and cabling.
Put that number 4.
Number 4. And he is the master magician here at the House of Magic in Santa Paula. There we go.
And not just the House of Magic, but White Rabbit. He's in there someplace.
Can go.
There he is.
Oh, okay. That'll work. Is that all we're going to get? That's good.
Unless you want to just give me a single shot, which
I don't know how to do that.
you don't want to.
Okay. That's what I've heard, actually.
Okay.
You guys have met, of course. Yeah, I forgot. So I asked James in today because at being a very accomplished magician, he won't tell you that, but he's really, really good. And he's a fan of the Now You See Me movies. Now You See Me, Now You Don't, which is part 3, right, is out now. And I always find it interesting to see what he has to say about the magic movies based on his real experience in magic. So go ahead, talk about, and the only person who's seen it here is Jeff. So you guys will have to.
You saw, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
So I will say that it was not as good as the first, and it was better than the second.
okay.
But there's just not a lot of I don't know. I kind of felt see, you didn't even have me on.
Well, the damn mute button was on.
Yeah, I know.
Leave those mute buttons.
Shall
on.
I say that again?
Yeah, you should repeat. Yeah.
And you should probably maybe put your headset on and see if I can be heard.
All these rules that I don't think. Yes.
So,
yeah.
okay. So anyways, I don't think it was as good as the first, but it was definitely better than the second. So, it's the same kind of storyline where they're trying to take revenge on, a bad person, and like in the other ones where somebody, the insurance company wronged all the people, so they took all his money, and so on and so on. In this movie, they introduced 3 new characters. They're young kids, young adults. And so they set out to take revenge against this woman who is, I don't know what you'd call her. What would you call her?
Bad.
Yeah. But
Corporate lady with a criminal background.
yeah.
Secret criminal background.
Yeah. And so the thing that I guess kind of bothered me is that so for example, there's one scene where they're escaping. And so they're in this building that is clearly not anything that they've ever been in before. And they make their way up to the rooftop. And there's this cardboard helicopter up there that they appear to go into, but they vanish. And then magically there's a zip line that takes them from the building down to a boat. It was a boat, right?
Yeah.
So the original part of that was that they were all going to get parachutes. They were going to put on parachutes and they were going to jump off the building.
Okay.
But then it was somebody that I know who was going to be working on that film made the suggestion that it doesn't make any sense. Why would they have parachutes on the roof? And then they're going to strap on these parachutes while they're being chased.
Yeah, that takes
with
time.
guns and all that kind of stuff. So he had recommended at least the zip line because it would make it more sense to be able to get out of there quickly.
Also more exciting. This is zip lines,
Yeah,
more exciting than parachutes.
It was also a short building. What was it, like 3 floors or something? I don't think
that's
was
what it
very
looked. Yeah,
tall.
it wasn't. Yeah,
Also, the parachutes wouldn't open until it was way too late.
yeah,
Boom.
yeah, yeah, something like that. So it, and then they're trapped in some plexiglass thing, and they start reminiscing about how the guy who tried to escape from the plexiglass coffin and it collapsed on him. Why did it collapse? Because it was water. It was wet. It was too heavy. And so there was. I felt there was some hokey stuff.
Yeah.
So
There always is in those movies, though, right?
yeah. What did you think?
I haven't seen the second one, so I thought it was all right. It was they were pulling, like there was a lot of grasping at straws to try and connect things. It's like at the end when they do the big reveal, it's like, okay, I don't know where that came from, but I guess, I mean, it seemed very loosely. Everything was just kind of like, oh, they'll believe it if we just place this. It was just a little weird to me.
I don't know if you saw this, but the guy who plays, I think it's Thaddeus, Morgan Freeman, right? His left hand. Did you notice it was kind of weird looking?
No.
Okay, so his left hand was clearly, it had a glove on it, and it was like the whole time he was just kind of like standing there. This hand was down, and it was like this with a glove on it, and it was clearly longer, so you could tell that he was like holding a fake hand. And so I did some research on the internet to figure out what happened to his left hand. Was it like cut off, or I mean, they never explained the left hand. So apparently it was one of those little wink moments where they don't ever tell you. It just makes you think like,
something's going to happen to that. Yeah.
Well, it's kind of like, you just sit there and go, what happened to his left hand? Did I miss something? Did they explain? They never explain his left hand.
Could it have been something that happened in the second one?
No.
Because I don't remember. I saw the first one, but I don't remember seeing the second
No.
one.
Yeah, no, there was nothing like that in
Maybe
the
it's
second
just
one.
what do they call it in magic when you distract somebody? Is it
A misdirection.
a misdirection?
And that's exactly what they explained it.
So that's what they were just.
It was a misdirection.
Look at his arm while this other stuff's going on.
But
There was nothing to misdirect.
yeah, what are you misdirecting? You're on camera. The TV misdirects, or the camera misdirects. Yeah, so that was kind of weird. It was like, what point did that have in the movie?
Yeah.
So you're watching, every time you see him, you're watching the whole movie thinking, okay, so when are they going to explain what happened to the left hand? When are the other characters going to go, hey, Thaddeus, what happened? Did you get whatever, something?
Yeah.
Give us a little piece of like, oh, I was trying to do the wrist chopper and it really worked, or I mean, something,
Yeah.
Well, without spoilers, I thought they were going to have some sort of reveal with him at the end of the movie. And then when the movie ended, it was like, so they did this whole fake elaborate thing. And then it seemed like the repercussions of what they were doing without telling everybody what was going on, like that they just kind of forgot about it. Like,
Oops.
it was
Yeah.
just kind of like, wait, we never brought that up again.
And there's
Yeah.
no end credit scene or anything like that? 'Cause
No.
I would think
No.
that's
No.
where you'd put something like that.
No, they just kind of were like, oh,
Everybody
this was
dies
the
at
whole
the end.
thing? This was the whole thing.
Reservoir
Oh,
Dogs.
cool. And it's like, wait. You forgot this big thing that happened in the middle of the movie.
Yeah, there's a piece you're missing.
Yeah.
So
It's like,
Darth Vader is not really his father.
No.
yeah, I'm trying to like skirt around spoilers because most of
It's
my
hard,
problems are like with the ending and with the certain parts. I'm like, I don't even know how to.
Okay, how
go
long?
about
How long
talking
is the
about it.
movie?
It's like an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah, less than
I'm
2
wondering
hours,
if
I think.
maybe that reveal.
It's an hour and 53 minutes.
I'm wondering if maybe that the reveal lets you know about certain things ended up on the cutting room floor.
But he researched it and said it was all just misdirection.
Yeah, and
But
they
the hand was, they said they totally did it just for misdirection.
and at the end of the movie, they spend about 20 minutes explaining the reveal to you. Because
Yeah.
they're just like,
That's a
we
tip.
did this because this happened, and then this was the thing, and
And
then
this
now
is how
did
we
this.
switched, and
Yeah.
this is how we did that. And
Yeah.
yeah.
They explain
That's what I liked about the first movie. The
But
first
they all
movie-
end up in the eye. So
What?
they all end up in the eye.
I thought you said attic.
I'm not sure what
the
that meant.
magic group.
Oh, are they- so the first one I liked because it was like we talked before about that TV show with Bill Bixby, the magician,
Yes.
because the magician used only real magic he was like a detective sort of story, and he used magic tricks to escape from people, things like that. The one I always remember is he grabs a curtain that's sitting on its rod the rod is vertical instead of horizontal. He picks it up and holds it. And the bad guy walks and he's looking and he sees his fingers holding the curtain rod. He goes around and he rips it off. Well, they're just plastic fingers stuck on the curtain rod. That was, that's I can believe that kind of a trick happening.
Right.
And then the second one comes along.
By the way, this is a horrible side. It's not my good profile.
Well, I offered.
Yeah.
And the second one comes along and all the magic is basically special effects. I'm all, oh, that's disappointing. There's plenty of magic out there they could do stuff with, right? I'd rather.
When they were
that.
throwing all the cards and they were,
Yeah, it's too much. Show me the real stuff because I've seen what real magicians can do. You can make a movie using that magic. And then I haven't seen the third one yet. And that's why, because the first one I kind of liked, second one, not so much. Third one didn't hold a lot of interest for me. So, but eventually I'll see it because I saw the first two. But
it streams on December 16th.
yeah, isn't that amazing? It's already on streaming, but it'll be paper. You got to
By the way,
$20 for it.
We were the only two people, Julie and I, in the movie theater.
Private screening.
Yeah. Yeah. Which was really cool.
I had a few people in mind, and one guy was just blown away by everything. Every time they would do a little trick, you go, whoa, no way. And it's like, wait, are you okay, dude?
He must have believed it was real magic. He thought that they weren't doing the special effects. And
Yeah,
stuff.
it's just, I'd get an expletive that I can't say on the
How
show.
can you not?
Well, because
I mean, everything screams special effects.
Yeah.
It didn't even look real,
Added to part of the enjoyment.
Phantasm.
I don't know.
Oh, Phantasm was great, especially the ball.
how do you go from that to Phantasm?
What is Phantasm?
It's a horror movie it's a great story. Aliens come to Earth and they collect the dead. They put them through this process that shrinks them into little people and they use them as slaves.
Yeah, that has everything to do with this movie.
You can see they're actually very similar.
A lot of
storyline.
similarities.
Yeah.
The best part about Phantasm was the quasar brain drill.
Okay. Yeah. Every goddamn time, John.
That showed up. That showed up in that house, the magic house. Yeah. The quasar brain drill. Wait, is that what you said?
His brother made a joke with it when that movie was in theaters, 50 years ago?
God,
And I have to hear that story every 3 weeks ad nauseum.
that movie premiered in Ventura at the old in Oxnard at the old Esplanade movie theater, and there's a bunch of us. We're in there watching this movie, and the scene
just
shows
wake me up
with this ball that flies down the hallway, and these three looks like knives come out of it, and it sticks in somebody's forehead, and then a drill comes out, and my brother pops up. Everybody's in there, and he goes, "Oh, quasar brain drill," and everybody just started laughing. I mean, everybody in the theater started laughing, and
They're all dead now, 50 years ago.
the thing is that it's stuck.
I'm confused.
Welcome to the show.
We all are.
It's called misdirection.
What are you misdirecting from?
I don't.
The conversation.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, on the old Friday Shot Day show, we used to have a sound effect for John because we'd all be talking about something, and all of a sudden we'd be talking about whiskey, and John would go, when I was a little baby, I had 6 toes or something stupid, and we'd play the sound effect. It was a car going because that's how fast the conversation turned. Talking about magic, it's a little bit.
Oh, speaking of that,
Am I gonna have to go back to sleep?
So
on that file, there's some sound effect stuff.
Okay.
That
I'll pull it off there.
So a friend of mine was going to work on that movie.
You
And
don't want to say his name because I'm guessing I know who it is.
no, yeah, we don't want to say his name.
Okay.
So
Dick Van Dyke.
yes, and so he ended up taking on another project because there was just too many weird things.
Plus, if I remember correctly, and we're speaking cryptically here, he took on a much bigger project, if I remember correctly.
I believe so. Yes.
Yes.
Weird things.
Well, yeah,
off-air
reading
things?
the script, there was
Oh,
like
okay.
too many things that were just like, okay, that makes no sense. It's so
Yeah. So he knew it was bizarre.
yeah,
Is that thing moving?
yes. And I bring spirits with me since I've been working at the Glen Tavern.
Well, I believe it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Oh, no.
Jeff has done ghost hunting at the Glen Tavern.
have you?
I just did a tour a couple weeks ago. Yeah.
Okay. See any ghosts?
Sorta. Yeah.
Okay.
He had an encounter with one via spirit box, right?
Yeah, that was one that called me into a room, and I went in there, and then they said they didn't say anything, so I just left. And then as I was leaving, they're like, "No, come back." I'm like, "No, you missed your chance." But there was in 307, there was a woman in the closet and I could feel her there, but that was about it. Nothing too crazy.
Have you had any?
Wait a minute. Nothing too. Okay. So there's a woman in a closet.
Yeah.
Well, she wasn't in the. Well, she was in the closet.
She
but
was
she
in
had died
there.
in the closet, right?
Yes. Yeah. And her spirit was there.
Okay.
Yes.
And that wasn't too crazy that you witnessed
No.
a spirit in the closet. Okay.
Jeff has a really unique way of
I've-
dealing with them.
Yeah, I've been around the block, so I just I don't get bothered by that stuff. So
I love the fact that spirit or whatever it is calling him back. He's like, "Nah, I'm good."
yeah, because I mean, what I gotta go. You're gonna waste my time. You're just gonna sit there. You're gonna go, ooh, okay. No, you just whatever. Next time, catch me next time.
I have when I go to the tables at the restaurant, I have this bell. And so I set it down and I say that just if there's any spirits present, they'll ring the bell.
Mhm.
And so I'll be doing something and all of a sudden it will go ding. And it's funny to watch some people that like are really into it, you know. And all of a sudden the bell rings and like, oh, who's here? So
You do that every Friday now?
Friday and Saturday.
Friday and Saturday. Out at Enzo's.
Either
in
myself or Josh or another magician.
yeah. And that's at the Glen Tavern Inn.
Yes.
And Enzo's is the restaurant inside
Yeah.
there.
Yes.
And I love the fact that you have the little tents. Yes,
Yes.
I'd like to see some magic. No, go away.
Yes.
So, because a lot of times I'm trying to talk here, I'm trying to get laid, and you guys come up and ruin it.
I had so many magicians were like, that's a waste of time. Just go up and approach the table. So now that some of them have worked with it and seen it, they're like, oh my God, that's genius. And so there's actually people that are stealing it now,
Of course.
there's no way for me to protect it.
You can't.
Yeah.
No, there's nothing you can do about
Yeah.
it. No.
So it's not like I can copyright a table 10 or,
Right.
you know.
I mean, you could, but if just your table tent, they make their own. So
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
happened to us at Laughlin.
that absolutely
the
did
river.
happen. It absolutely did happen.
So what's cool about it is that when you have to approach a table and you say, hey, everything good? You already placed your order? Well, I'm a magician. If you'd like to see some magic while you're waiting for your food. If anyone is ready to say no, that they want to just, you've interrupted them. And so this gives them an opportunity. And if you ever get the mariachis that go walking around, you're like,
Yeah.
don't make eye contact. Oh shoot, we made eye
So
contact.
you always pay them to go to somebody else's table.
Yeah.
Here's $5. Go play at that table.
Yeah, exactly. So now they don't have to worry about if they looked at me, crap, they're coming.
And you said most people want to see the magic, right?
Yeah, and oftentimes some of the people that have turned the tent to leave us alone will turn it over to bring on the magic because they're, okay. I suppose I mean, this won't get anybody in trouble, but
If it does, too late.
yeah. So I was working this one table and this couple, they were sitting together on the same side of the booth and they were very handsy, holding hands, touchy feely, all that kind of stuff. And so I have this trick that I do where it's a king and a queen. She signs the queen, he signs the king, but then at the end, when they put their hands together over the two cards, they end up joining and the cards are now holding hands.
Oh, cool.
And so when you open it up, you have the queen and you have the king, and in the middle, their hands are connected. And that's where the card is connected, is only by the hands. And I call that my $20 tip trick, because every time I do that, I give them the card and I say, oh, okay, I'll expect to see you frame that. And then I get a 20.
Nice.
So I saw them doing that. I was with Josh and I said, oh, let me do that table, because I'll do my king and queen. And so I always walk up and I said, so what's a relationship? And they're like, friends. And I went, okay. I wanted to say friends with benefits.
Yeah, exactly.
But, and I said, well, you're not married? No.
Not to
Are you guys dating? And they're like, no. And I went, okay. But you're like all over each other. I didn't say that. So,
but you did your
so I
head.
did the trick anyways.
Yeah.
And after I finished the trick, the woman is looking at it. She's like, this is really cool, but what are we going to do with it? So they were having an affair.
Oh.
They came up from Los Angeles area. And I said, oh, so is this your first time at Glen Tavern? And they're like, yeah, we found it on a Google search. And so I didn't put all the pieces together because I'm a little slow about that stuff. But Josh comes up to me afterwards and he's like, Dad, they're having an affair. They came up from a place. They found this in a Google search. Nobody knows who they are up here. You're coming in like a jackass saying, yeah. And so
You
so
can test that by, can I put your picture on the Facebook page?
yeah. Yeah. So at first they were ones who didn't want any magic. And
Then they saw what was
and
going
then
on.
and they saw what was going on and they flipped it over, because I think they wanted to stay kind of anonymous. They didn't want any attention brought to them. Yeah, it was
That's
very
fun.
interesting. That was so now I'm going, do I not ask people what the relationships are? Do I? Because I like to know, are you married? Oh, because I'll always go like, and this blows my mind. The majority of people I've done this to, are you married? Yes. Oh, how long have you been married? 20 years. Oh, that's nice. How long did you date before that? 15. What? Why did you decide now? So you dated for 15 years. You've been married for 20, which means 35. And it took you 50. I'm like, dude, it took you 15 years to decide whether or not to. So.
Okay, next time say, are you married? And they'll say yes. Then you say, to each other.
That's the kind of question you probably shouldn't ask. Especially.
And then they'd look at you like that, and you just go, magician.
That's
and
true.
You walk away.
Wait a minute. Did we get that on camera?
That would be a good especially for them.
Yeah, that would have been perfect.
Oh yeah.
Dope.
Can you imagine what their reaction must be?
Do you have a picture of your husband? Yeah, sure.
Yeah. But
So
when I
that's-
gave her the card and she said, what are we going to do with this? It was like, yeah, you can't go home and
look what I got up there at Denver.
yeah.
Why is there only one hand and why is it partially cut off?
yeah.
That's a good trick, though.
It'll be like the little hearts bracelets or necklaces that you wear where it's, cut down in half. And so the guy has one half and so every time they get together, they
Put
can
their little
put cards together.
Oh, that's
So,
so that's Friday and Saturday at Enzo's out here.
yes.
At the Glen Tavern Inn, which is embracing its history as a haunted place, which I think
Yeah,
is
big
great.
time.
Yeah.
By the way, to go back to Now You See Me,
Yeah.
I would say it's definitely a movie that you should watch when it's streaming for free.
Okay.
I don't know that I would pay for it.
So those people, when it starts streaming on December 16th for $20, it's probably
Yeah,
not worth
wait.
it unless you got a house full of people.
Yeah, wait.
Okay. All right. You feel the same, Jeff?
Yeah.
There'd be another one, I think, because it's made about $250 million. So
They definitely set it up.
Oh, they did. They
That's
set
one
it
of
up
them for that
for
one?
yeah, and it's almost like I think a lot of it is like The Magician, because they're almost like revenge seekers, so to speak. When somebody does somebody wrong, call the 4 horsemen, which is now the 5 horsemen, which might be now the 8 horsemen.
Yeah.
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 So, but call the horsemen, and
That's a cool thing, though. I mean, it's like leverage
yeah,
with magicians.
but it can get hokey really fast.
Yeah.
And that's the danger of it, is that how much more can you do these silly little magic stunts that are CGI or whatever. It's kind of like how far do you go? And that's the problem, is they're trying to go. It's like, oh, we got to outdo our magic stunt from the last one, and so let's do this.
Yeah.
Next one they'll be in space.
Yeah, we were just talking about all the Fast and Furious movies, and that's kind of what it feels like almost. Is this Fast and Furious of magic action movies?
Yeah.
And the Fast and Furious movies did exactly what you said. They just kept getting bigger and bigger and stupider. And next thing you know, Dwayne Johnson's pushing a torpedo on the snow into his enemy. It's just,
you mentioned something to me a long time ago. The only reason they're doing a bunch of these type of movies because it's putting butts in the
that's
seats. True. And if you got butts in the seats, people are paying.
But I also think that
prices.
as far as the Fast and Furious is concerned, I don't know about this one so much, but it's starting to show its wear, because the last one was the first one in a while that didn't make $1 billion.
I stopped watching the Fast and Furious at 16. At movie number 16.
Yeah,
I stopped there.
You should have started a lot earlier. There probably is 16 or 17 movies, because they have the spin-offs now too, right?
I think they only had one spin-off.
Calvin and Hobbes, or whatever it's called.
Hobbs and Shaw with Dwayne Johnson and Statham.
I don't even think
which was great. I love that.
That was a good one. Yeah, well,
I'm a Dwayne Johnson fan. Yeah. I'm your boyfriend.
Statham.
Don't call him my boyfriend.
Okay,
he's my fiance. Okay. Jason Statham.
Jason Statham. I mean,
does he know this?
He does not.
I'm a fan of both those guys, but that's a movie I haven't seen yet. And I think the reason why is because of the stupid Fast and Furious. I saw the first Fast and Furious. I may have seen a second one, which is the one where they're dragging the safe down the road.
That was number 3, wasn't it? 5, was it?
Was it number 5?
Number 5.
That's pretty scary that you know that.
Oh yeah.
One.
I'm part of the problem.
Which is the one that shows the I think it's like a 64 or 5 Corvette Grand Am that
that was 4, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That does what? Flying off the cliff?
Well, it's on a train car.
And then it goes off the cliff, and then they jump off it. That's number 4. That is number 4.
I was right.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's scary.
So I don't remember actually seeing those movies. I just remember certain scenes. It's like, and
That's because you probably saw the trailer.
Probably
that was in the trailer.
Yeah.
And I'm going, you did that. I don't care if that was CGI or not. You did that to that car. That's $1 million plus car in real life.
In CGI, probably too.
It's probably a kit car.
Yeah, they use a lot of those.
Yeah. So
like a Pontiac Fiero.
So you do the Magic Friday and Saturday at Enzo's, and then once a month you have the Magic at the Table downstairs, right?
Yes, which was yesterday.
Right.
And
sold out, I understand.
Oversold.
Nice, very nice.
Yeah, we had so we were sold out, and then some of the magicians that were performing brought guests that they never bought tickets for. And then there was 4 additional people that showed up at the door for tickets, and they're like, "Oh, we didn't know we had to buy tickets." And it's like, yeah, this is one of the shows you gotta buy in advance.
Yeah, so they didn't get in.
I got them all in.
Oh, you've squeezed them in. You're good at that. Yeah, that's. I'll take your money.
I'm not turning your way. So you're gonna be watching from the bathroom, but enjoy your seat.
And it's comfortable.
Yeah.
It's got a sink. The bathroom has a sink.
You want to describe some more of it to us?
Paper towel.
Paper towel holder.
Yeah.
A mirror, running water. You're good.
Well, that's good. So that's
Second Friday.
Second Friday. And I got to come back out. I really do. I missed that. And I'm going to come see it at Enzo's for sure. For sure. For
yeah,
sure.
Well, he's been saying, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna go to this. I'm gonna see you here. I'm gonna see you there. And tell me how many times, or ask me how many times he's actually shown up.
Careful.
How many times has he actually shown up?
How many times has he actually showed up?
Maybe twice.
Oh, okay.
We're not
No.
asking you.
Really?
Yeah,
You showed up twice?
yeah.
Oh, I missed the second one.
One's here with Doug and one's here with Shelley.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, see?
Okay. Twice since
And by the way,
2000,
both
since
times
2013.
it's true.
Oh, wow.
But I had a blast both times. So if you're looking for a magic show, this is the place to come. Plus the magic shop's incredible too, White Rabbit Magic Shop.
Mhm.
So yeah.
Well, I do plan on going back to the Glen Tavern to stay a night. Maybe by myself, maybe with my wife. We'll see. So maybe I'll stop by the restaurant.
Are you gonna stay in that room where the lady
Oh yeah,
in
that's
the
what
yeah.
I'm gonna go to. Yeah.
Yeah, and will you be going to the, oh, that reminds me of, speaking of restaurant. So my wife
Mhm,
goes out to the Grape with this guy named Scott.
mhm.
And so Scott and Julie are sitting down having whatever at the Grape. And a friend of mine does tableside magic there.
Mhm.
His name is Sean McMaster. And so he's hitting all these different tables, and he walks up to their table and he sees Julie, who he knows,
Mhm.
and he sees Scott, who he doesn't know. And he goes, and so now he's pretending like this, it's like a really awkward moment. So he's pretending like he doesn't recognize Julie.
Mhm.
And then Julie's like, "Hey, Sean, it's me." And he's like, "Oh, well, I knew it was you, but I wasn't sure who you were with."
Mhm.
So this whole time he's thinking my wife is having an affair. And where's Jim? And so it was pretty
That
funny.
was pretty funny. Yeah.
Yeah.
Later on, he's all, I just didn't know what to do. I walk up, there's Julie with some other guy. Like, what do I do? He's
I'll
gonna do
pretend
the-
I don't know her.
He's going to do the Shot Day show with us on Friday.
Yes, he is.
So that's good. I'm looking forward to that. That'll be fun. And the weirdest thing is we found out after that Sean used to work with my brother's wife, and they've known each other for 2 decades.
Hmm.
So it's like small world time. It just
Yeah.
gets weirder and weirder. So
He used to go to school with Doug,
Mhm.
and he worked with Doug's wife at the
insurance company, AAA.
no,
No?
in the big building that we were in. They did those
Oh, yes.
mailers.
Yeah, that's right. Family Shopper.
Yeah, Family Shopper.
See,
So
I
they
didn't
used to
even know
work.
that. I was the movie critic for Family Shopper.
Oh, really?
Sounds
Yeah,
weird, but I was. Yeah.
they worked for Family Shopper.
It's too funny.
And so that's how I met Sean, was because he saw this House of Magic and he's like, "What the heck is this all about?" And so and it's in the building that he used to work in for all those years. So he stopped in and I showed him around and stuff, but that's how we met.
That's cool. He's
So,
a good guy. I'm looking forward to having him on the show.
Yeah, he'll be
on
fun.
Friday. Yeah.
he's bringing something.
Makers 46.
Yeah. So
Yeah, it'll be good.
I don't know what that meant. Was it like the 46th try of Maker's Mark or
So
something?
they tried 46 times and they finally got it right.
Okay.
No, I don't know. I don't know what the 46 means either, but it's a fancy.
It's potent.
Yeah, well,
It's more
not,
potent than
it's not
regular
that much more
makers.
potent, really. It's the cash strength is the ones that's more potent.
Mhm.
But
Anyway,
I think
thanks for coming in. It was good to talk to you about that. And like I said, I wanted to do this since that movie came out, and I was supposed to see it too, but didn't. So
and now that the movie's pretty much leaving the theaters, it's too late. Although we did save them from buying or renting the movie on streaming.
Yeah, there you go.
We gave them that, at least that information,
wait
Yeah.
till it comes to a streaming thing you subscribe to.
for free.
Yeah, and I didn't feel too bad because I had a free ticket from the reward program for cinema.
You're probably like me. That reward. Are you platinum member?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
oh yeah.
Oh,
I just
jeez.
I just got bumped up. They said you've been to the theater so many times. We see you all the time. You're platinum now.
Yeah.
Now I get 2 tickets.
And 25% off.
Yeah.
That's the
Yeah.
only reason we keep doing it, because 25% off the popcorn. That's like $40.
Yeah.
Off.
And I have a similar membership at a theater, but you typically go alone and it's dark.
I thought they closed the Pussycat down.
What would they call that club? We probably shouldn't discuss that on this show. All right. Thanks, Jim. It was good talking to you.
Alrighty.
It's called the internet.
Yeah.
Adios.
Bye.
See ya. There goes James Lantine, and he is pretty much in charge here at the House of Magic with the magic shop, the magic shows, and in fact built the studio for us. So
And the magic
in
shop
more
is
ways than
called
one.
White
White Rabbit Magic. Yeah. This room was not here when we moved to this building, and he built this room.
This room is still not here.
It's magic.
Now I'm very confused.
Bad.
Okay, so let's jump to Rental Family, because we all went to see Rental Family this week. Rental Family stars Brendan Fraser. And before we start, I'd like to just state for the record how incredibly stupid I am. I must have seen that trailer 6 times. And I thought, I want to see that movie. Brendan Fraser looks really good in it. It looks like an interesting storyline. I thought it took place in New England. 6 times I saw that trailer. I thought it took place in New England. It doesn't. It takes place in Japan.
It was filmed in Japan.
And I felt so bad the whole time we're sitting there watching that movie, and at least half, maybe more than half of it is subtitled. And I know John hates subtitles, and I'm all, I didn't know. I'm sorry.
I got to tell you, there are few movies that I've enjoyed that were subtitled. This was one of them.
The thing that's about subtitles with that is that it's a drama. So it's not moving as quickly as an action movie. I can't do subtitles in an action movie because you take your eyes off the screen, you've missed something that happened. This was okay because it was more of a drama, obviously. So the story is about Brendan Fraser, who's an actor who struggled in America, had a successful toothpaste campaign in Japan, moves to Japan to get work, still struggling a little, and he discovers this company that hires actors to fill in with real people. And the perfect example is he gets hired to be the sad American. And he shows up and there's a funeral going on. And they tell him to go on in. He's late, so he goes in, he sits down. And other things happen, of course, but the bottom line is he realizes that he's hired there to be the sad American all day. Every funeral that comes in, there's one, he's always there as the sad American. And that gives the family members and what have you some comfort that this American is here that nobody knows, but he's kind enough to show up to the funeral. And then other things as well. Of course, then he meets a little girl and falls in love with her, and he meets a legendary film star, and they become best buddies. And those are the 2 most important subplots, I think, of that.
The part where where you say he falls in love with the little girl, that's where he's hired to be her father, and she doesn't know he's not really her father.
She can't know. They want her to believe it as well.
It was an excellent movie. I quite enjoyed this movie. Everybody in this movie I thought was fantastic.
They were great cast.
Brendan Fraser needs to, in my opinion, be nominated for an Oscar. I thought he was great.
Who else could play that part? I can't think of anybody else who could play that part as well as Brendan Fraser. He's got so much humility and so much heart that I can't imagine anybody else playing that part. What did you think, Jeff?
Oh, I loved it. I thought it was great. I cried like 6 times during that movie.
I teared up, man. I was tearing up through the scenes that
you're supposed to tear up at. Yeah.
And I saw, that was, I think, the first movie I saw since Frankenstein in the theater.
Oh, really?
I went like right after, and then it was just tears were going. It's like, what is going on?
It's really a sweet movie in the long run. There's some hardships they have to go through, of course, to get where they get. I loved the old film star. I thought he was terrific. Yeah. I mean, and I loved the final scene where we discover what's in that room. That was a weeping moment. It was like, oh, of course.
I think all the times I cried were with his side of the story.
Yeah.
As opposed to the one with the kid for some reason.
I had one with the little girl, and that was when and I'm not going to say in what context, but when she reaches up and says, "My name's so-and-so, what's yours?" Mm-hmm. That was a tear moment for me too. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was a great script, beautifully told, well directed. I'm not familiar with that director, but I should be, I guess. Are you familiar at all?
I think he's done a couple movies recently. I'm not sure if I've seen any of them. I've heard of them because what was it? His name was like Hikari or something like that.
And it's got a 7.9 on IMDb.com, which you have to be careful about because it's just people who've seen the movie. But those ratings typically are lower than they are higher. So that's good that it's got that kind of a rating there. Hikari.
Yeah.
And Hikari has also directed Beef, episode of Beef. Okay, Beef is great. 37 Seconds, Tokyo Vice. I've never seen Tokyo Vice, but I heard some good things about him.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's
What
a TV show.
Yeah,
He-
TV show.
No, I guess not. Okay.
But anyway, very well directed.
Mhm.
The fact that the subtitles John didn't even hardly notice, that tells you how engrossing the story was. And yeah, I would too. I think Brendan Fraser should be nominated again.
I mean, all the main actors in this were fantastic.
Yeah.
Every one of them. Again, the story was, or the different storylines, because there were several storylines, which I really, really enjoyed. The photography, everything about this movie, I totally enjoyed.
It was one of those movies with the locale as a character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They really used Japan, not only the busy streets, but also the farther away areas, the forest, for example.
Yeah.
And they use that well as
Beautiful
well.
scenery.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even like the montage in the beginning quarter or whatever, where he's doing all
Yes.
the other ones, you feel like you get to know all these other clients, even though they don't have any dialogue, nothing's going on. It's just, you see him going back and forth between these other characters. I like that part too.
Yeah, very much
you know?
so.
So like the guy who was playing video games with him the whole time.
Yeah.
Like, I love that guy.
Just to have a buddy to play video games with.
Yeah.
And his character arc was, and he's not a big part of the story at all.
Yeah, but he had a character.
He had a character arc, because when he gets there, he's all slovenly and piggish. And then at the end, he's like all dressed neatly, and he's got a buddy now, you know?
Yeah.
It was really, really well done. So I don't think it's in theaters much anymore, if it's there at all, but it should be on rental soon. That one's worth a look.
Yeah, I would recommend highly.
That one scene, and see if I can do this without spoiling. It's the very first one that we actually see him where he goes out on one of the rental family jobs.
Oh, the wedding?
No, the funeral.
Oh, okay.
And he gets surprised.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And it's like, I wasn't expecting that one either. So, I mean, it was good. And then you see him.
His reaction was priceless.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then when he fits himself in this little 2x0 box, it was cool. I
It
can't
spoke
say
volumes about his character.
Yeah,
It really did.
This movie, it's a must see. I mean, if you want to wait till it comes out on streaming, fine. But go to the theater and watch this movie on the big screen.
If you can find it.
Yeah, it's so good.
Yeah, I agree. I'm glad you liked it too, Jeff, because
So we got 3 big thumbs up on this movie.
yeah, for sure. For sure. Yeah. That again is Rental Family. Brendan Fraser is the main star, of course. Everybody that you see in this picture alone is terrific in it. But I'm a sucker for comeback stories. And I can't think of one as big as Brendan Fraser's. You know, he does the Mummy movies. He's the biggest star in the world. And then the bottom just fell out for him. And he went away. And you thought he was done.
Mhm.
And then he does The Whale. And you seen The Whale?
Nope, still haven't seen it.
Johnny hasn't seen. We talked about The Whale. His performance in that is, I hoped all the way through from the moment I saw The Whale till the Oscars that he was going to win, and he had some stiff competition, but he won, and deservedly so. He's just incredible in that. And then to see him do something like Rental Family, which he's just as good, different, but just as good, because again, it's his heart. He's got such a real soul that transfers from the screen to the audience, that you feel part of it. You feel part of the story, and it's more power to him. I think I'm almost a little disappointed he's doing another Mummy movie. It's like, Brendan, keep on your course. And we've talked about how people didn't like him in Killers of the Flower Moon, because his character was abrasive and loud and what have you.
Yeah,
He's playing a lawyer.
Yeah.
And like I said, Scorsese's the one who directed him.
Mhm.
That's what Scorsese wanted.
Mhm.
Because if Scorsese didn't want that, he would have said, nope, we're doing it
Yeah.
again. So more power to him, and I hope that keeps going on.
Yeah.
He had a TV series that was on not too long ago, and I can't find it.
Brendan Fraser did?
Yeah. He was like, he had this company that they went out doing things.
That's what most companies do.
Well, yeah. But, you know, on a, oh God, I can't think of it. I only saw a couple episodes of it, and then I couldn't find it. And I can't remember what it was called.
Doom Patrol.
That
No,
was
just kidding.
the DC thing.
Professionals?
I just can't remember.
All right. Well, we'll worry about it later. And
It might have been Doom Patrol. I just no, it wasn't.
no,
Doom
it wasn't
Patrol.
Doom Patrol. It was anything. It was probably with professionals. Brendan Fraser stars as a man who owns a company. They go out and do things.
That's it. Oh, see, I told you.
I don't know. All right. Well, that might be it.
Yeah, that was it.
Never even heard of it. But that's okay. All right. So Jeff, you saw a lot of stuff. Save the holiday horror movies because you got one holiday horror movie, right?
Mm-hmm.
So save that for the end because we'll get to those eventually. We have I don't know if it's a good list, but we have a list of holiday horror movies for you.
It's a list, yeah.
It is a list. So talk about some of the things that you saw.
Let me pull up my other list. No, wait, no, I can remember this. We talked about Rental Family. We talked about Now You See Me 3. After Now You See Me 3, I did an unintentional Dave Franco double feature, and I saw Regretting You, which is a wine mom taking your high school aged daughter to the movie theater movie.
Okay.
The lady was really confused when I asked for a ticket for that. She's like, she kind of just stopped. She looked at me. She's like, I don't see this movie for you. And I was like,
did she say that?
Yeah. She's just like, I'm kind of surprised you're getting this. And I'm like, I just want to see everything. I don't know. I liked the trailer. I thought it looked interesting, so I wanted to see it. I didn't take my wife. I went by myself. And then when I got home, I was like, yeah, I think we should have gone to that together because it was definitely a, take your wife movie.
Chick flick.
Yeah. It's based on a book by Colleen Hoover, who's writes novels that are mainly audience is female, so that's not surprising.
Yeah.
Would this be considered like a Hallmark type movie? As opposed to a chick flick, a Hallmark.
This is the movie, and correct me if I'm wrong, where somebody dies in a car crash.
Yes.
And so then the two survivors get together.
Yeah. So the girl's dad and aunt get in a car crash. And then the uncle and her mom are left together. And it's like, well, wait, they're not related. They're like high school friends. All four of them were high school friends. So they're not related, but whatever.
Well, it's kind of important.
Well, yeah, it's a little important. Anyways, they find out that they were having an affair, and that's why they were in the car together. So then they have to navigate that. And then she's going through high school junk. And
and then we come
gets
and find
together
out
with
the brother and sister.
No. And then she gets together with the high school bad boy, so. But like I said, it's kind of the blending of the two genres of the high school chick flick and then the wine mom chick flick. And it's just like both of them at the same time. It was good. I liked it. It wasn't my thing, but I enjoyed it.
Well written, directed, acted, all that stuff.
Yeah, I thought it was good.
Yeah.
Thought it was, yeah.
I will see anything that Willa Fitzgerald's in. I think she's amazing. I think she's going to be a big star at some point. She's already climbing the mountains of success. Mm-hmm. And I hope that to see her more often in the future. She is the one, right? That was in, don't read this out loud, John.
Mm-hmm.
I know you want to. Oh, you know what? Never mind. I still like her, but it's not the one I was thinking of.
McKenna Grace, the main character.
Was she in that?
Yeah, she's the main girl.
That's who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
How come she's not listed in the? Oh, there she is, McKenna Grace. That's who I'm talking. McKenna Grace. She is the one that blows my mind. She's really terrific, and I thought she was the best part of Ghostbusters Afterlife. I mean, I liked that movie more than I thought I would, but she had such, again, heart that she made the movie better than it should have been. So I wanted to see that just because of her.
Didn't she also play Sabrina the Teenage Witch for the Netflix?
I think she
series?
did, as a matter of fact.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
She's really, really good. And she was also in Annabelle Comes Home. Yeah, that's right. I remember her in that. Ghostbusters, Frozen Empire, not Afterlife.
And
my bad.
She played.
She's in both.
and she played young Sheldon's what's the word?
Cousin.
No,
Identical cousin.
no, she in young Sheldon, Sheldon is, you know, he's a
young?
genius.
Oh,
Yes, yeah.
And what's the word? Antagonist. Because she's smart.
Bully?
She's very smart too. No, not a bully. Actually, maybe.
rival.
Competition.
Yeah,
Rival's probably a good word.
rival. That's the word.
Okay.
And she's very young, also not as young as Sheldon's character is, but her character, she's really good as the character, is a smart kid.
She's great. She really is great. And I'm going to keep an eye on her for the future because I got a feeling she's headed towards big things. What else did you see?
I saw Wicked for Good. That's Wicked 2.
John saw that too. So you guys
No.
can.
I saw Wicked.
Oh,
1?
Yes.
Okay.
well, it still gives you something. I saw Wicked 1 as well. What did you think of Wicked 1 first? Let's start with that.
I liked it.
Okay.
Yeah, I liked Wicked 1. I love the play. I thought the play is great. Wicked 2 didn't really care for.
Really?
Yeah.
A lot of people are saying that.
Yeah, I think see the play is like 2 hours and 30 minutes. Right. The first movie is 2 hours and 30 minutes. This movie's like 2 hours 15. So it's like almost an entire 2 hour, well, it's 2 hours plus that they're taking from the books or that they're writing new for this or spreading stuff out that kind of differentiates from the play. And it just kind of doesn't work out. It feels kind of dissociated with the plot. Like things just kind of happen and they don't feel structured together very well. And personally, so in the play, they don't show any of the Wizard of Oz stuff.
Okay.
They'll like show the backs of the characters and they won't show Dorothy's face or whatever. And they'll kind of just go, okay, we're starting off after the point where she sends Dorothy off on her journey to the Emerald City or whatever.
Okay.
They do that in this film, but I think as opposed to the play where it works out because it's such a condensed, tight storyline and it works, that this is so expanded that not showing that stuff is a hit against the film.
Oh.
Because you just see the backs of these characters walking off and then they come in and they're doing their scenes together, Elphaba and Galinda, and it's like it feels dissociated because it's like, what, we don't have the context from that. So unless you watched Wizard of Oz and you're playing that mental gymnastics sitting in the movie theater, you don't get that context.
That
like
seems important.
I get why they did it because that's how the play did it, and they don't want to. The reason was they didn't want to replace the face of Judy Garland as they wanted to keep it as close to Wizard of Oz as possible, which I don't see why they are even doing that because Wicked, the
Everybody
world building is so different. Yeah. That it doesn't make any sense why they would just be like, well, we need to keep it as close as possible. It doesn't make any sense. I think personally that was a negative for the film because they didn't show that stuff. And I think it would have benefited greatly if they used that extra runtime to just, hey, we're going to give you at least the little bit of context with those scenes so you know what to piece together from the other films.
Now, what is the runtime of this compared to the first one? I'm looking at it.
I think it's 240.
Well, that's the first
Okay,
one.
that's the first one. I think the second one is 215.
So they did have time.
Or 232, something like that.
There it is right there. Let's see what the runtime on that was.
217.
217. So they did have time.
Yeah.
And they shouldn't be worried about running time on a movie like that.
Yeah. Because
the audience was in it. Now, I have heard from people, and I'm glad you saw the play as well, that part 2 isn't as good as part 1, but that's the same as the play. They say that the play part 1 versus part 2 isn't as good. So, yeah, I mean, part 2 is not as good as part 1.
I've heard some reviews of the movie, like people defending this movie that it's like, oh, it's supposed to be bad. What are you talking? That's not like a defense at all. Like that doesn't add up. I think it just feels, like I said, it just feels dissociated because it's so like choppy, whereas the play, it's so condensed. And even though like, okay, yeah, part 2 isn't as good as part 1, it's still a cohesive story that fits together nicely.
Yeah.
This, it just feels kind of disjointed.
Completely separate.
Yeah.
Almost.
Yeah.
And it's getting its ass handed to it by Zootopia.
Yep.
Zootopia's made almost, I think now it's probably double of what Wicked for Good has done. And you saw that as well.
I saw that as well. That was.
And let me
my
just
fifth
ask you
and
this,
final movie.
because I know the answer to this question. Just how much did you like it? Because I don't know anybody who doesn't like that movie.
I don't think I liked it as much as the first one. I mean, which is to be expected for a sequel,
Yeah.
but like, I still think it wasn't like a terrible Disney film that it's just like, oh, we're gonna pull a Frozen 2. Here it is, just because we want to make money. Because that movie was terrible, by the way. Frozen 2 sucks. But this one felt like we're going to create a nice mystery for it. We're going to expand on the characters, everything that was liked in the first one. We're going to bring that back, and we're going to incorporate it in a way that doesn't feel forced. And I enjoyed it. I was pleasantly surprised, because I thought it was going to be not as well done as the first one, but I thought it was great.
That's what Devin from the anime show, exactly what you said. He said it's better than a lot of recent Disney crap.
Mm-hmm.
And he really enjoyed it as well. So, and they brought back the DMV sloths, so I'm in.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it, but that's what I heard, that the DMV sloths are back. So
yeah.
That's good. Anything else you saw?
I saw a couple TV shows, but I want to wait to talk about it. Welcome to Derry for next week, because the season finale is tomorrow.
Okay, let's do that, because I've only seen the first episode,
Okay,
which I really like, by the way, but I haven't seen anything but the first one.
Okay.
So next week.
I got a lot of lore stuff.
Okay, yeah, that's good. That's important, especially in a Stephen King thing.
Yeah.
Johnny, what you got? We're not talking about holiday horrors yet.
Oh, well, saw Rental Family. Obviously, we talked about. Just catching up on old TV shows, because it being the holidays, the new stuff is on hiatus. So,
are you finding you don't have as much time to watch TV as much as you did because you're working now?
Yeah.
Do you watch it in the car at all while you're waiting for
No.
But you could, right?
Not really, because if I'm watching something, I might be right in the middle of something, and all of a sudden I get a ding, 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 which means I got to go pick up something. And
but there is a pause button.
There is a pause button, but no. I'd much rather not do that.
Okay.
So yeah, I have been doing a lot of sitting in my car, waiting and waiting and waiting, ding, 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 and then waiting and waiting. And what have you been watching, Scotty?
Well, I saw a lot of things, but I'm just going to go over them real quickly, because I want to get to the holiday horrors. We went to see Hamnet, which is a story about William Shakespeare, his family, and the troubles and triumphs of all that. It's very much a period piece. There's no, I mean, obviously William Shakespeare, and it's interesting because the story is about, it's like a modern day story, but told in old English times, because his wife is at home taking care of the kids while Shakespeare is off in London making plays. And that's interesting alone, to think that in all those years, that story is still being told these days. The other thing that I thought was interesting is that, he's wondering, you can see he's obsessed. That's the wrong word, but if I come up with a better one, I will. He's obsessed with his art, as he should be. I mean, there's only one William Shakespeare. And by the way, anybody who says that there were dozens of people who wrote those scripts, you're out of your mind. Just, you don't get 7 writers writing the 7 great genres. It just doesn't happen all at one time. Shakespeare was Shakespeare. Anyway, you wonder whether it was worth the trade for him to create what he created, which, if you just, the last 20 minutes, 25 minutes of this movie is just a great performance of Hamlet. It's just riveting, and with some other stuff interspersed, of course, but mostly that. And as you listen to it, there are phrases and words that we still use today that Shakespeare coined, 400 years ago now? Something like that.
Long time ago.
Long time ago.
16th century, so 1500s.
Yeah, so it's longer than that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there's still phrases that we use today that this man coined. That tells me a whole lot. You're like, shuffle off this mortal coil. We've all heard that phrase. Shakespeare coined it. You know, it's amazing that, and then again, the genres. He created all these different storylines and genres that we still follow today. You could probably take any story and trace it back to a Shakespeare play. It's just so bizarre. Was it worth him kind of ignoring his family? Again, the wrong word, to get that art. And that's kind of measured in this as well. It's a little slow at times. It's a little extreme at times. The director, Chloe, she loves her extreme close-ups. I mean, that camera can't get any closer to somebody's face. It's right here. She loves the primal screams, which I think, by the way, is getting to be kind of a cliche now. The primal screams. We just watched a trailer for Supergirl. She's got a primal scream in the trailer of that. And then that Sam Raimi movie, same thing. Okay, everybody's doing the primal scream now. I get it's effective, but it's starting to become a cliche.
Even Spielberg did it in, I think it was the first Indiana Jones movie with, what's her name? Karen, with the snakes.
Yeah.
I can't remember her name.
What's the primal scream? I'm still.
No, it's the way she screamed with the snakes. Supposedly,
well, that's not a primal
they
scream.
use that scream a
Yeah,
lot.
well, no. It's a primal scream is a scream when you're so full of emotion you can't do anything but just scream. And that wasn't what happened there. She screamed because there was a friggin' snake on her. She hated snakes.
Jamie Lee Curtis does that in something that I just recently saw a trailer for.
Probably because it, like I said, it's become a trend. Anyway, she likes that as well. And it's also because it's a old English story and it deals with consumption and those kind of things. It's ugly that way as well. Great movie all the way around. Steven Spielberg produced it, which is the reason I went. I'm just a Spielberg junkie. And you are too, right, Jeff?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I would recommend it to most people. Andrea was going today and she wanted Josh to go with her. And I'm thinking, I don't know if Josh is going to be able to sit through this just because it's not his genre. You know, even he likes Conan. This ain't Conan by any stretch of the imagination. But anyway, we'll see if he goes to see it or not.
Speaking of William Shakespeare, let me throw this in. There was a Twilight Zone episode in 1963 called The Bard. And it was about a writer. It's like a TV show writer who he dries up. He can't think of anything. So he summons William Shakespeare to help him write episodes. It was not a bad episode of the Twilight Zone.
I don't remember that one. I'll have to look that up.
It's called The Bard. It aired, it was episode 18 in season 4 in 1963.
I do not remember that episode, but I will have to watch that. So anything Serling did, I'm all over. The other movie I watched that I really liked and my wife really didn't like is Jay Kelly, which is the new movie on Netflix with George Clooney and Adam Sandler.
Oh.
And Clooney plays an aging but very successful to this day movie star. Sound familiar? Sounds like George Clooney, right? And he's addressing the same problems that's addressed in Hamnet. Was building this career, was building this life worth the neglect, which is the word I was looking for earlier, that he may have done to his family because he was busy building his own career and what have you. And it's a very interesting movie because it's told with this very unique style in which it's a lot of flashbacks, but the flashbacks happen in different places. For example, on a couple of them, he's on a train in Europe going to a tribute that's being held for him. And he's thinking back about his daughter's birthday, for example. And he's walking down the aisle and he comes to the end of the door, the end of the train car. The doors open up. Well, it's not another train. It's his daughter's birthday. He walks into the birthday and stands in the corner and watches what are his memories. I thought that was really cool. I thought, what a great way to do flashbacks. So many of them are like that as well. The real star here, though, is the acting. Clooney is, I don't think he's ever been better than he is in this movie. He's just amazing. And Adam Sandler knocks it out of the park. He plays Jay Kelly. Jay Kelly is the character that George Clooney plays his manager. And he's having the same issues that Jay's having because his family's feeling neglected because he's always working with Jay, who he has to work with in order to make the money that he makes. So it's a very fascinating movie for anybody, but especially for people who are into the movies.
So it's not really with Adam Sandler. It's not really a comedy.
No, and you got to stop going to that. Every time somebody says Adam Sandler, it doesn't mean, especially these days, it doesn't mean a
The
comedy.
only reason I bring this up, I've seen Adam Sandler, in my opinion, do some really good dramatic stuff.
He's well known for that now. So you don't need to say it every time. It's my point. He's well known for that now. If you saw the Gems movie,
Uncut Gems.
yes. Oh my God.
I thought The Cobbler.
The Cobbler's a great, that's a milder version of it, but Uncut Gems. And then he did that one movie about 9/11 that I can't bring myself to watch, that he was supposed to be so good in, but he's amazing in this as well. So, yeah, Adam Sandler is a fine the basketball movie he did. What was that? That was also freaking amazing.
Yeah, I forget what that one's called.
So yeah, Sandler is just, he's not a comic actor. He's not a dramatic actor. He's a source of power. Well, he'd do anything and do it well.
That's like
I hate him though. I hate him.
It's like Robin Williams. Yes, when people think of Robin Williams, such a very funny, spontaneous comedian. But yet, when you look at the dramatic stuff that he did, oh my God, he was
Oscar
so
he won
good
for Good Will Hunting.
Oh yeah, I mean, just the man was fantastic.
Yeah. And Sandler's become that. Sandler is the kind of guy, and I've mentioned this many times in the show before, he gets to do whatever he wants to do. He gets to play with his friends as his job, and he's worth millions and millions of dollars. That's the life I want. Wouldn't that be great? Just to, hey, Netflix, I'm going to make a stupid comedy about the Old West. Go ahead, hire your friends. What a great gig. And then to have the talent to back it up, more power to him. So that's Jay Kelly on Netflix right now. My wife didn't like it because she doesn't like that director style. Noah something. She doesn't like the style that he directs with. And it that bothered her a little bit, but it bothered her a lot. She didn't like the movie, but I really did. And I would recommend it. Okay. It's time for a quiz. You guys ready? You're not going to pass this quiz. I'm wearing one of my Christmas shirts. Hold on. Let me give the audience a nice close up. Okay, here's my Christmas shirt. Can anybody tell me who this gentleman is?
Pizza Man Dan.
Pizza Man Dan is a fair guess. Johnny?
It's
What is that on?
it's Machete.
It is Danny Trejo.
Danny
Trejo.
Trejo.
Oh.
Yes. And you know what gave it to me?
The machete.
No, the mustache.
Yeah. I ordered this shirt because it was on sale for $5 2 years ago, and plus shipping, of course. And I'm a huge fan of Danny Trejo. I just saw him in a movie called The Zombie Hunters, which we'll talk about some other time.
Mm-hmm.
But $5 for this shirt plus shipping, and I got it, and I'm all, that doesn't really look like Danny Trejo. It looks like Pizza Man Dan.
But it's the mustache is what gave it to me.
I can see that, but yeah. So
He was in Zootopia too.
oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Who did he play?
Pizza Man Dan.
Yeah.
Some iguana they go to talk to look for clues and stuff. Plays an iguana in a bar.
Danny Trejo is one of those guys that he appears. I mean, in Zootopia, you don't see his face, obviously, but when you see him in a movie, your eyes just lock on him. He's got that look that you cannot take your eyes off the man, and then he's a decent actor on top of it. So
I really liked him in Spy Kids.
He's great in Spy Kids. Who do you play in Spy Kids?
Uncle Machete.
That's right.
And then he also had a short recurring role in Sons of Anarchy.
That's right. He was great in that too. I keep hoping. Why am I still on screen? I should not be. I keep hoping that, and I really don't think it's ever going to happen. But Danny Trejo keeps saying they're going to do Machete 3, and it's called Machete in Space. I just take my money now. I'll pay. But you know, Danny's getting up there, and he made a comment just last year, maybe the year before, that he still wanted to do Machete in Space, but that Robert Rodriguez had sold those rights and he could no longer do it. Well, the next day, Robert Rodriguez says, I never sold those rights, and we still might make that movie.
Oh, there you go.
I would like to see Santa Machete. No, I mean in the sleigh with his machete.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Before we get to holiday horrors, which we're going to do here in just a second, I promise. I wanted to say that I had some very exciting news this week based on TV news.
You're pregnant?
Yeah, and they're going to broadcast
So
birth
that
live.
would be
Oh.
exciting news.
It looks like now see, John, you threw me all off with that stupid ass joke.
Was a joke.
Hold on. Now I got to do some research. Thanks. Just take a second, I promise, folks. Oops, spelled that name way wrong.
10.
It's your fault, so you can joke all you want.
Well, okay, yeah. My bad.
I remember now. Pushing Daisies may be returning to television. Did you ever see Pushing Daisies?
Nope.
God, that was
I don't even know what that is.
So
You would love Pushing Daisies. It's a story of a guy, and it's been so long. I've got the whole series at home. I'll let you borrow the Blu-ray. I have to find it first. That's the tricky part. The story of a guy who's a pie maker. And something happened to him, and I don't remember what it is. I think he dies and comes back to life. The problem is he can never touch another human being again because anybody he touches will die within 3 days.
but if they're already dead.
He also can bring people back to life. So it's already a weird story, right?
Mhm.
Well, it gets weirder because he falls in love. And the woman of his dreams and he are in love, but he can't touch her because if he touches her, she dies. So they do things like when they kiss, they have a screen of cellophane between them so that he doesn't touch her and other things that go on. The cast was terrific. I'm going to pull them up right now so I can tell you about it. Yes, sir. You have a question?
Loophole there. You said that if he touches someone, they die in 3 days. But if he touches a dead person, they come back to life?
Yes. Except for the ones that he kills.
Okay.
That was a good point.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Yes. If once he touches them, they're dead forever. Lee Pace plays the pie maker. Where's the rest of the cast at? Come on, guys. Oh,
Is this a TV show?
it was a
That
TV
poster
series. Yes.
looks familiar.
And yeah, and they did 2 seasons, and then it got canceled. I didn't ask you that.
I'll say, was that me?
In the middle of season 2, it got canceled, so they had to do a really quick final episode. I thought they did a great job. I thought, okay, you did good. John wasn't happy with it. So anyway, I didn't want to watch the trailer. I wanted to get the cast because it's a terrific. Would you stop? That guy really wants to sell me a phone.
Uh-huh.
I don't know how to tell you the cast. Oh, we'll do it another way. Cat. Pushing Daisy's
Now
cat. He
that
probably did
was
kill a cat some
That
point.
was a weird play. Speaking of plays.
All right. So Lee Pace played the pie maker. Chai McBride. What was his character? Was he a detective?
Some kind of cop.
Yeah. Anna Friel was his girlfriend that he fell in love with and can't touch. Kristen Chenoweth worked at the Pie House.
I fell so much in love with her character in this TV show.
And Ellen Green and Susie Kurtz, I believe, played sisters. Yes. And they were
her aunts.
Yes, her aunts.
Mhm.
It was such a delightful, quirky, weird show that there was no way it was going to last. It's one of those shows that people who like quirky, weird TV watch and nobody else understood. But Brian Fuller says that he's pitching a 3-season arc and that the entire cast is coming back. They all want to do it again. And so we might be seeing some more Pushing Daisies.
I got to tell you, Jim Dale narrated this thing, and he was.
I
fantastic.
couldn't remember what he was. He was the narrator. That's correct.
And I believe he also did some of the Harry Potter books are on tape, on CD. Jim Dale's fantastic.
He was also Condor Man, wasn't he?
No, that wasn't that. I don't remember.
I don't either. Here's the synopsis according to Internet Movie Database. A pastry chef with the power to bring dead people back to life solves murder mysteries with his resurrected childhood sweetheart, a cynical private investigator, and a lovesick waitress. If it comes back, please watch it because it's so good.
Yeah,
if I can find those
very
discs,
good.
Jeff, I'll bring them to you.
And I was so disappointed that it ended. It was so good.
You knew it was going to happen because people don't watch shows that are weird like that.
People
you know?
die.
Well,
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
but
but they come back.
sometimes, and sometimes they don't. Yeah,
But
it was just great.
Yeah, I think it. His character, if I remember correctly, in the very first episode, he finds out he's got this power when he's a little kid.
It was a bird or something that he killed
Yeah.
first, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Got to see it. Good stuff. Pushing daisies. All right. So finally, we're getting to the part that we advertised from the entire show, and that's holiday horror movies. And yes, most of them are very bad. I found one that was a lot of fun.
Okay.
But we'll start with Jeff. Jeff, what did you watch for your holiday horror?
Well, it's the 40th anniversary of this classic, and I figured I haven't seen it in a while. I watched Gremlins. That middle one there.
Kind of hard to beat.
Yeah, still holds up. Such a great movie. Great Christmas film. Yep.
I enjoyed Gremlins.
I love the fact that I just noticed this the other day, and I know there's a new Gremlins movie coming, so there's a new push and all that, but that those characters have never left stores. You could every year, no matter from the day that first movie was made, you could buy Gremlins in stores, and they sell well.
Wasn't Mogi
Mogwai.
Yeah. Yeah, I wanted to actually, because I remember seeing it all the time when I was a kid. I'd watch it all the time. I was going to watch it with my daughter. I thought, oh, she might like this. And I thought, oh, I remember some scary stuff happening in that. Maybe I'll watch it. So I watched it with my wife. And I was like, oh, yeah. But then me and my daughter, we ended up going to Jack in the Box last night. She was hungry. And they have that Gremlins meal. And she's like, what's that? It's like, oh, that's a Mogwai. That guy's name is Gizmo. And she's like, is that a movie? And I said, yes. She's like, I want to watch that. I'm like, okay. Well,
it wasn't too scary for her, was it?
I haven't shown her.
You
yet.
haven't done it yet. Okay.
No. She's 4, going on 5.
I love it.
Yeah, but she's watched Frankenstein, Peter Jackson's King Kong. She loved that, so I'm sure she'll be fine with
I
this.
think so.
Before you go any further, from what you're showing your daughter, from what you tell us about her, another Josh.
That's right. Teaching her right.
Yeah. Well, I try.
Good for you.
So yeah, I picked that movie just because I've never seen Gremlins 2. And I've always wanted to since I was a kid. And I bought this collection pack back in 2017 with the intent to watch it. And then I never got around to it. So I told my wife, I said, I got to watch a Christmas horror movie. We're watching Gremlins together. And then we're watching Gremlins 2. And she said, okay. And then, we enjoyed Gremlins. Like I said, great film.
Yeah.
Can't beat it. And then we saw Gremlins 2, and it was like I remember credits started rolling, and she looked at me. She said, what kind of drugs were these people on when they made this movie? I just looked at her. I said, yes, they're all the drugs.
Good stuff.
I don't remember it being bad. Just
no, it
weird
was
and different.
Goofy.
Yeah.
And like in the middle of it, I laughed at this part. Like they had like a weird intermission thing, and it kind of reminded me of you telling about the Tingler, how they have like, oh, where's the Tinglers? It's in the theater, and then it goes black and everybody screams or whatever. This had the same thing. It's like in the middle of the scene, it started like skipping, and my wife's going, "Is there something wrong with your PlayStation?" I'm like, "I don't know. Maybe there's something wrong with the DVD." And then you see the film reel go, and then you see the Gremlins, and they're on the screen, and then it goes to inside the theater, and some lady comes out with her kid. She's complaining, "Oh, this like the movie stopped working." It's the movie manager. He's like, "Oh, what's going on?" And then the projectionist come down. He's covered in scratches and film. He's like, "I can't do this anymore. They're up there, the Gremlins." And he's like, "Oh, okay, I'll handle this." He walks into the theater and he gets Hulk Hogan. And then Hulk Hogan, he turns around and he's like, "Don't make me come up there because you ain't going to be able to deal with the Hulk." And then he rips off his shirt. And then my wife's like, "What is going on? What is this?" I'm like, "I think it's an intermission." And then he like looks, he's just like yelling at the Gremlins, and he looks at the camera. He's like, "Sorry, folks, won't happen again." And then he turns around and it zooms into the screen, and then it just keeps going. I'm like, what was that?
That's so cool.
But that was the whole movie. And then they have like all the stuff that happened in the previous film, like how in Gremlins, you know how the girl has that tragic backstory about Christmas,
Right.
how her father was stuck in the chimney and that's why she doesn't like Christmas. Well, somebody mentioned something about Lincoln in this one, and then it like starts zooming in on her. She's like, "Don't say Lincoln. I had a bad experience on a President's Day or something." And she starts mumbling about something, and then it's like the same dramatic thing, and then everybody's like, And then they're like, come on, we got more important things to do. We don't have time for this. And then it's just like, wait, what?
It's almost like an airplane movie.
Yeah. But
I haven't seen that since it was in theaters. I'd like to see that again. I will watch that again.
yeah, both very fun movies.
My favorite part
classic
about
Christmas.
Gremlins 2 is, it's just hysterical. Sitting in the theater watching it when it was brand new, and at one scene they're running through with the television network, right?
Yeah.
That is Gremlin 2, and they run up and they look in the archery channel, and I remember laughing, going, "The archery channel!" Now there's an archery channel. Who'd have thunk that was not only a joke, then it was a premonition, you know?
I remember in the first one, probably in the second one too, because I remember the TV studio in the second one. But I remember in the first one, in that building, there were so many different things that were in that building, like the science lab.
Yeah, and then they go in and they start drinking all the potions and they start changing and stuff. And
it's like,
yeah,
okay, that's a weird building.
And
yeah,
as well as those scripts were written, my favorite line from both the Gremlins movies is "Gizmo caca."
yeah.
And in the first one, some good actors.
Yeah,
Really good actors.
great actors. The movie still holds up really well, like all the special effects, all the animatronics and stuff like that. There's like even little gags that I didn't notice before, like when the dad is on the phone, he's at the convention or something, and he's on the phone. You see this guy, he's like messing with the time machine in the background, and he's like, yeah, da, 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 da. Cuts to the mom, cuts back, that time machine's gone, and the guy's like, he's like, that's in the background. I never noticed that, and I noticed that this time, and I'm like, wait, hold on, Em, did you notice that? And she's like, what? And like I rewind, she's like, that's been in there. I'm like, yeah, I never noticed that. I've seen this movie a dozen times. I never noticed that, but it's such a good movie.
I remember Hoyt Axton played the dad in the first one. Was he in the second one as well?
No, he wasn't in the second one.
Okay, but Hoyt Axton played the dad in the first one.
Mm-hmm.
Did you know he wrote Three Dog Nights, Jeremiah Was a Bullfrog?
Nope, and I don't know what that is.
Oh, you youngins, I tell you.
Sorry.
Jeremiah was a bullfrog. He was a good friend of mine. Something, Frankenstein. I don't know. I thought Joe Dante directed.
Yeah.
It was bringing back original writer director Chris Columbus. Did Columbus do part 2?
Well, that's AI overview. They
you can't trust that. I know better.
Wrong all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chris Columbus is directing part 3, which I'm okay with.
Okay.
I think he's a good choice.
Yeah, he was I think he was a writer producer on the first 2.
Probably.
Because I saw his name come up.
But I do think he's a good choice to do Gremlins 3. I think that's a good choice. So so you're highly recommending both Gremlins movies and the Gremlins meal from Jack in the Box.
I didn't get that. No, it was like $14 and it only came with a car freshener with the gremlin on it. And I thought,
yeah, but that's gone. They don't have any more.
Oh, they don't? Well,
No.
see, it's a good thing I didn't get that then.
We tried to get it at 4 different Jack in the Boxes because my wife wanted one desperately. Nobody's got it.
Oh,
So it's like, I'm not going to pay $15 for your little Gremlins thing and not get what I'm supposed to get.
yeah, and all I got after Jack in the Box is I just felt sick all night last night. I did not.
You ate the wrong thing. Did you get tacos?
Oh, I got chicken strips.
See,
Chicken
should have
strips
got
and
tacos.
fries. But
That's the risk we all take with fast food.
especially Santa Paula fast food.
Yeah, man, I love me some Del Taco, but that Del Taco out in I guess is it really Fillmore?
It's like on the way out there. Yeah.
Yeah, that place I can't do. We'll talk off air. Anyway, so Gremlins 1 and 2, good stuff. And that's a great set right there. Goonies is the third movie on there.
Yeah, Goonies is the third one on there. Yeah, like I said, I saw that. I'm like, oh, I want to watch Gremlins 2. I bought it back in 2017, but we were moving back from San Diego to Ventura that night. So we watched Gremlins, and I thought, okay, when we get back to Ventura, we'll watch Gremlins 2 the next night, and then we just never did, and it's just sat there. And so thank you for making this weekend. So now I can
it
watch
happened for you.
I knew it wasn't going to be a Christmas movie, but I'm like, it has to happen this way.
Yeah, that worked.
Gremlins is a Christmas movie.
Yeah, the first one's a
absolutely.
Christmas,
Yeah.
but the second one is not.
Yeah.
That's
All right, Johnny. So let's get to your holiday horrors. I know you saw some winners.
I saw 3 movies. of the three, only one of them I can really say I liked. The first one I saw was called.
By the way, here's Gremlins, just for those who don't know.
The first one I saw was Santa Stein.
Santa Stein.
Yeah, it's when you first read what it's about, that's not what happens.
I would just like to state for the record that is a terrible poster.
Yeah, it looks like they kind of took a play off of one of the Star Wars posters.
Or like Stranger Things.
You can't even.
Well,
You can't see the title. It's all blurred there at the bottom. It's a terrible poster.
it's about this kid. He's like 6, 7 years old, and he inadvertently kills Santa. Of course, when you first read about it on the internet, it says he burned him alive. No, he didn't burn him. Santa trip. Okay, spoiler. Nah, no, forget the spoiler. He's trying to take a picture of Santa Claus, and Santa ends up tripping backwards, and he falls and he gets impaled. Well, the kid freaks. He buries him out in the backyard. Years later, when the kid has grown up and he's in college, him and his sort of girlfriend, she hopes, they bring a mouse back to life. And he going, ooh, maybe I can bring Santa back to life. So he ends up bringing Santa back to life. And he's a monster. And it's okay. It's entertaining. I'll put it that way.
That's better than I expected, honestly. Yeah. Okay, it's better than I expected.
Now, the other one I saw was, pardon my language, but it's a piece of crap. I'm sorry. I struggled to get. I caught myself fast forwarding. Okay,
that's not allowed in the Backseat Mogul show.
I couldn't help it, but at least I did watch it as opposed to somebody that is.
No, move on.
We're not going to go. Anyway, it's called Werewolf Santa, and it's about Santa gets attacked by a werewolf. And
that's a better poster.
And he becomes Santa becomes a werewolf. And he's going around killing people left and right, including his reindeer. And when
hey,
they
Rudolph, come here.
When they show Santa being attacked by the werewolf, after the werewolf leaves,
I know he's saying wolf. I'm just choosing to ignore it.
Woof, woof. You see Santa, he's lying on the ground, and all his guts and intestines and all that are all over the place. Well, at the end, after they kill the main werewolf, who turns out to be, okay, I'm not going to tell you that. All of a sudden, Santa's back. Everybody that's the werewolf bit is now alive again. And Santa's back and has no idea what happened. He wants to know what happened to his reindeer, even though he's still burping. And it's... Oh, yeah. And at the end, there's aliens, but you don't see the aliens. Take Santa away.
That's so they could make Santa Alien, the sequel.
That's what happened at the end of Cats, too.
I believe it was had an English cast. No, I don't know. It's
okay. So Santa,
don't force yourself to watch.
Santa Werewolf is a big thumbs down.
Oh, yeah.
I'm curious what the third movie is because I see a theme here.
The third movie, I got to admit, I really enjoyed. And the only reason I put it on this list is because it's been out for a while. It's called The Fat Man.
That's not the last movie. You got one more.
I did 3 movies.
I know, but you also have one. Never mind. Go ahead.
Well, I did Santa Stein, Werewolf Santa, and Fat Man.
Okay,
that's 3.
Not Santa Jaws.
I didn't see Santa Jaws. You saw Santa Jaws.
Okay, I'll talk about Santa Jaws.
Fat Man, and I really enjoyed this movie. Mel Gibson plays Chris, and Walton Goggins. I'll watch anything that he's in.
Walter Goggins is great. Walton Goggins is great. Yes,
and Walton.
I always call him Walter.
And this movie's been out for a couple years now. I think
it's like
22, 23, something like that.
Yeah, if not earlier.
Maybe even earlier. And the reason why I put it on this list because Santa gets shot. There's a lot of death and destruction in this movie.
It's more of an action adventure movie than a horror movie. But the story is that Walton Goggins, and we won't say why because that is a spoiler alert. comes to the North Pole to kill Santa Claus.
It's not really the North Pole either. It's North Peel.
So anyway, it's Mel Gibson made a really good Santa Claus, especially with Santa Claus with machine guns.
Yeah.
So
And you got the elves, which was really cool. And
I like Fat Man too.
yeah.
I like Fat Man. I'd like to see Fat Man too. But
I found it quite entertaining. And Walton Goggins, he is an assassin. It's not that he came to kill. It's why he came to kill. I mean, I recommend this movie, The Fat Man. I give it 2 thumbs up. I really enjoyed this movie.
that's all the thumbs you got.
Well, as far as you know.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll go back to Santa Jaws now, because this is one that I thought you'd seen. There's Santa Jaws. Kind of tells you all you need to know, doesn't it? I like the way that the font at the bottom is almost the Jaws font, but not quite. So Santa Jaws is about a shark that's, I don't remember if it's radioactive or mechanical. I just don't, it was hard to watch. You notice he's got a Santa hat on his dorsal fin. That's how they know he's coming, because instead of a dorsal fin coming at you, here comes a Santa hat.
Oh my God.
And yeah, he's eating everything in his path like he normally would. And the main reason I brought this movie up is because I was really impressed with its special effects.
Yeah.
Jeff, could you do that on your phone?
On my phone? No.
Pretty
I don't
close
know how to
though,
do that,
right?
but I can probably do that on my computer.
I got to tell you, when I first found out about this movie, I thought it was a joke, and that's why I sent it to you.
Oh no, it's
Because
it's
it's
real.
Jaws, and you sent back like, it's real.
As you can see, there's the Santa hat on his fin. He's eating that guy.
Mm. And
As my dad would say, he ate him whole and he ate the rest of him too. It's my dad's joke. Yeah, don't watch Santa Jaws. Just don't. It's cheap. It's corny. It's ridiculous. Like most of the movies I'm going to talk about after this.
So what you're saying is the best part about this movie was the poster?
No, I'm not saying the poster was any good either. It's just not a good movie.
But he had the red eye.
Was it like a sci-fi movie or something? Or
Yeah,
just
it
one of
was.
those-
It was like one of
Okay.
those. Yeah. And by the way, we're going to have one of the directors come talk to us either on a
Santa
link.
Jaws?
No, from Asylum Films.
Hmm.
He makes a lot of the those sci-fi movies.
I'm
So.
very familiar with Asylum. Yes.
Yes. So Mark Gottlieb is the guy's
Okay.
name, and we're going to get Mark. on the
Asylum.
notice.
I thought
Yeah.
you said a silent. It's like, how old is this guy?
I might have said that. Who knows? What else did I watch this week? I want to save that one for last. Oh, here's a good one. Nutcracker Massacre. It won't be a silent night. This movie, I think, was competing in the most boring films of all time category.
Really?
It is so deadly dull. None of the characters have any life to them. The murder sequences, it's like they're trying to be gentle with each other. You know, like there's this one scene where this guy's supposed to be, the Nutcracker, supposed to be slamming his head into the side of a bathtub. And it's like he's doing it gently so he doesn't hurt the actor. It's like, and there's no music. There should be some music spikes there, right? What do they call those? Sting?
Yeah.
There should be some. No, there's just bang.
Wait. So okay.
I should tell you the storyline. I'm sorry. Is that what you're going to ask?
No. Because I was going to say, like, if you're hitting someone on the head or something like that, usually you'd like Mad Max it. You'd speed it up in post. They didn't do that. They just.
Oh, no.
Why wouldn't they do that? That's like
I don't.
that's like first grade math right
It's
there.
So I'm telling you, it was
Okay.
designed to be so. It looked like it was designed to be boring. There's so many times I've had it. I got to finish it up. So the story is about this toy maker who makes all kinds of different toys. He makes a 6-foot tall Nutcracker, which this lady apparently buys at some point, and it just stands behind her Christmas tree. It doesn't do anything until her daughter comes along and buys the little sugar fairy Nutcracker that goes with it. Well, thankfully, that sugar fairy is also a transceiver receiver, so he can operate or activate the Nutcracker from there, and then sends the Nutcracker out in a murderous spree that will put you to sleep in seconds. No scares.
What?
Did you suffer through the whole thing?
Oh, of course I did.
Oh, I
you know
give you
me.
that. I tried to, like, the Werewolf Santa probably could go on that same category. It was so boring. I'm sorry.
I have another question.
Yeah.
You said that the toy maker made this thing,
Yes.
sold it to someone,
Yes.
and then had to figure out how to sell the transceiver to the person as well that he made.
Basically, it's more like he just waited until they came along and when he found out whose family is with, he sold, because she wanted to buy a different Nutcracker, but he put the Sugar Fairy Nutcracker in.
So
instead.
he wanted to kill this specific family, or he just wanted to?
No, he's on a murder spree, because at
Well,
the
then-
end of the movie, and I'm ruining it for you, he builds more of them and sends them out.
Wait, but yeah. So what was the point of selling it to a family? Why not just do it from the shop?
Excellent question.
Okay,
Did all these people?
that's why I'm
have
here.
English accents.
Yes,
So was Werewolf Santa.
What if they're made by the same company?
they might.
Oh,
very
it
well
could
be.
have been.
They might very well be, because I'm telling you, I mean, first of all, the Nutcracker costume is so stiff the guy can barely walk. And then they would cut the close-ups of like his feet, and he's walking, but in the costume he's, and his face changes from a regular Nutcracker to that.
Mm.
And by the way, this is the weird part. I'm looking it up on Internet Movie Database to see how long it is, because there's no way I can sit there if it's 2 hours and 40 minutes. It wasn't. It was much shorter. And I very seldom look at these things because I don't care, but they have the breakdown of sex, violence, whatever else is, and drug use, that kind of
Yeah.
stuff. And it says nudity, none. Gore, severe. I'm okay, that's fine. Now, I'm just going to tell you guys the name of the movie, and you tell me what act of horror you would expect to see in this movie. Nutcracker.
Oh, he doesn't do that.
He does do that.
Oh,
I was going to say Toys in Wonderland, because they had nutcrackers in that.
you
But I
babe,
understand what you're
babes
saying
in
about
Toyland.
nutcrackers.
Yeah. Well, this is a horror movie called Nutcracker, and yes, there is a nut cracking scene in it.
Ooh.
And how do I describe this without getting in trouble? The Nutcracker doesn't use his mouth, thank God, which
Yeah,
is where
that was my next question.
Instead, he fishes around in a drawer. No, he doesn't, because the guy's actually cracking walnuts when he gets caught. His victim's standing there. He grabs the Nutcracker that his victim was cracking walnuts with, and you see him reach down below the waist, and you go, oh my God, they're going to do it. They're going to do it. It would have been so effective if all you'd seen was the guy's face, the Nutcracker going down, a nice twist, a nice crackling, grinding sound, and a scream. That would have been really effective.
Uh-huh.
Instead, you see it all.
Oh, they show it.
They
on...
show the danglers. They show the Nutcracker go on. I'm trying to be careful.
that's a word.
They show it get ripped off. They show it to the fall to the ground in a pool of blood. And I'm going, nudity zero. That's a guy's scrotum.
Oh, they had that in Werewolf Santa.
It is the same company.
It's got to be.
Hey, you saw that scrotum from them? We need to use that.
Yeah. Hey, where's the scrotum prop? It's in a cardboard box in the
Oh
back.
my God. It was so atrocious and just plodding and boring. And oh my God, it was. So do not see. I know it's tempting because that's a pretty good poster, right? Patrick Bergen at one point was a pretty big star. This will end his career. Yeah. So
Maybe that's why he did it, because his career had already ended.
it's just sad. Do not watch Nutcracker Massacre. It's the most boring massacre you'll ever see. It just, all the murder scenes are so slow, and like you said, they could have done a little, just speeding up a little bit. Like, no. All right. So what else did I see here? I saw, Treevenge. Treevenge. Now, Treevenge is a 16-minute movie that is on YouTube, so everybody can watch it. I can't believe that my wife was up when I was watching this movie because I kept getting this look.
I've seen that look before.
Treevenge starts out with Christmas time, and there's this various groups of extremely foul-mouthed people. I mean, there was no reason for that whatsoever. Extremely foul-mouthed people spilling into the forest, dancing through the snow, cutting down trees, loading them up, and they're all just mad and vicious and swearing. And the trees are talking to each other. What is this happening to us? Why do they do this to us every year? No, they're taking the saplings. And the saplings are, they're little tiny trees going, they're shaking. They're and so it's kind of a brutal slaughter of these Christmas trees. And so you watch that for a while, and it's kind of funny and it's kind of weird and it's kind of like, damn, this is brutal. And then the trees get put up in people's homes. And as the people are opening their gifts the next morning, the trees decide they've had enough. And in an explosion of extreme gore, the trees start murdering families and moms, daughters, sons, fathers, infants. There's this one lady's running from the trees. No, not my baby, not my baby. She drops her baby in the snow, and this tree is hopping along on its stump, boom, boom, right in the baby's head.
Oh my God.
And it's just as gory as you can even imagine. They're just blood flying and guts flying everywhere. And at the all time, thank God it's only 60 minutes long, because if it went any longer, you couldn't tolerate it. But that's the whole story. That's it. People murder the trees get their revenge. 16 minutes on YouTube.
Okay, so the
Revenge.
the trees really didn't get murdered because of the trees.
Well, they're gonna die, John.
Well, eventually, but
It's like there's one scene where the guy he takes this Christmas tree home, and his wife's all, it won't drink unless you cut its trunk. And he goes, oh, I know, I'm going to cut the trunk. And the tree's all, he's going to cut my trunk. What does that mean? It's a chainsaw, cuts that little piece of the end of the trunk. And the tree's screaming, no, no. And then he puts them in the tree holder. And you see the trunk going into the tree holder. And the tree's all, what's this? What's going on? No, no. It's supposed to be
no,
Revenge.
don't watch this.
free on YouTube. That's right. I said free. Do not watch it with any children whatsoever.
How about do not watch it, period?
That is also an option. So
Okay.
that was the second or whatever the number was now, because John threw me off with Santa Jaws. Finally, the movie I saw, and this one I kind of enjoyed, and it's A Cadaver Christmas. Now, Cadaver Christmas probably had a budget of $13, $14. Most of it was spent on the filter they used to make it look like an old Grindhouse film. And it's the story of Christmas and Christmas Eve, and the dead are coming back to life and attempting to eat the living. Thank God the janitor is on site, because he knows what's going on, and he's able to fight off the zombies with his mop and his broom and his dustpans and all of the usual things that a janitor would have.
Forgive me. Did Josh pose for that poster?
No,
The one with the Santa hat?
no, he did not.
Okay. It's the beard threw me.
This movie is funny as hell. It was actually very entertaining. I mean, there were some laugh out loud lines. One of the running jokes is that the janitor keeps calling them, the cadavers are coming, the cadavers. And inevitably some just say, you mean zombies? He goes, no, cadavers. Cadavers are real. Zombies are made up. So it's that kind of humor all the way through. The gore effects are ridiculous and over the top, and still also kind of amusing. One guy gets killed with a school desk.
Okay.
And I really hate to give away the ending, but I think I have to, because it was my very favorite part. At the very end, the guy with the Santa hat here, he's been drinking out of a flask the entire movie. And it's his own special blend of liquors that he makes. And he's the town drunk, so you expect this, but he's always constantly drinking. Well, at the end of the movie, there's a pile of bodies outside, and this body is a pile of teachers and students and everybody else who was in the school who turned into cadavers, and they just lit them on fire. And that guy, the town drunk, tells the janitor, you know, you're going to be the only one left. And the janitor's like, why? The guy rolls up his sleeve. He's got a bite in his arm. And he goes, you know what you have to do? Yeah. So he takes his snow shovel, and he's going to knock the guy's head off, because there's a lot of knocking the heads off with snow shovels in this movie. And at the last minute, he pulls back and just whisks the Santa hat off the guy's head. And he goes, wait a minute. When did you get bit? And he's like, I don't know, like 4 hours ago. So well, you would have turned by now. Something prevented you from turning into a cadaver. And the guy's like, I don't know what it is. He reaches in his back pocket, takes another swig of his, he goes, it's your special blend. Your special blend kept you from turning into a cadaver. And he goes, but if that's the case, then he looks over his shoulder at the burning bodies. They could have saved all those people instead of. So it's that kind of movie. And like I said, the budget's just, there's nothing. Everybody's Evil Dead covered in blood. It was actually kind of fun. It's really. I think I watched it on Amazon.
Okay.
I got it.
Cadaver Christmas. And it's like I said, it is super low budget. I mean, if they spent $100,000 on this movie, I'd be stunned. But it was fun. It was ridiculous. It's over the top. It's bad. But compared to the other things, I mean, at least it moved. You know, at least it had some funny lines in it and some interesting characters.
Okay, so for a wrap up, Jeff's, of the movies that you watched, which was your favorite? The Christmas movies that you watched?
Well, I watched one and it was Gremlins, so
Okay.
I'm gonna have to go with that. Yeah.
And of the movies that you watched, it would be.
Oh, it's Cadaver Christmas.
And for me, it was Fat Man.
Yeah. And I've seen Fat Man before, and I would recommend Fat Man too. But Cadaver Christmas was just, I mean, there's intestines flying. It's shotguns and blasts, and it's just ridiculous. And it's the janitor guy's this little thin little weasel kind of guy, which makes it even more exciting. You know, it was very entertaining. So those are your choices for holiday horror movies.
Yeah. Your only choices.
Yeah. Everything else, don't even bother. Especially, don't watch the ones John watched either.
Wait,
Apparently.
what? No.
Or Nutcracker Massacre. Why? My wife has started to, are you watching another bad Christmas movie? Yeah, that's what I do. So I did. So what do we got planned for next week?
How much did you have to drink before you? That's where I messed up. I should have drank a lot before I watched Werewolf Santa.
It can't hurt. I'll tell you that much.
Probably help a lot.
Probably help. So what do we got planned for next week? You plan to go on the movies this week? Are you off this coming week?
Thursday is a short day, and then Friday is another short day. Yeah, but then my my break starts following week, so I might be kind of busy this week.
Yeah, okay. Because I was going to invite you to come along with us because I'm sure Johnny and I'll go Monday or Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what we're going to see yet, but and then I want to see Avatar, but I'm going to wait till after the weekend because I imagine it's going to be. I hope it's going to be balls out busy.
I can't do Tuesday because I have a doctor's appointment.
That's not my problem.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna go see Avatar Thursday night or Friday night, depending on schedules and stuff.
So you're going to see with the biggest possible audience you can.
Well, yeah, I got to see it before the aliens show up.
That's true. That's true. And that's what is the 19th?
The 19th is when that comet passes. Yeah.
Oh yeah, the one that keeps saying is it changed direction.
Have you seen the picture, the latest photo?
No.
They
Wacky
found like
stuff.
looks like maybe a little window, and there's a little dude with a steering wheel. It's weird.
Yeah, there's some images that they're like, oh, it was leaked from Tokyo, and it's got like lights on it and all this stuff. And I'm like, I don't know anymore. Whatever. If it happens, it happens at this point. I don't care.
They've been talking about it on the Gary and Shannon show on KFI. It's funny. It's it slowed down. It changed direction. It has lights.
Hey, here's the thing. 90% of the scientists say it's just another meteor. It's nothing to worry about. But that 10% are the ones that get in all the talk because it's, oh no, it's got fins. It doesn't have fins.
It's got a Santa hat.
That's why I just got to go see Avatar before that happens. So then, if they come and Independence Day us, Christmas Day us, I'll be good. I'll be good to go.
Yeah. I saw Avatar 3. Come and get me.
Yeah.
In the movie Independence Day, did that take place at Christmas? I don't remember.
No,
Independence Day might be a clue.
Independence Day.
Oh yeah. Don, my name is Don. I live in a box. Yes, I do. Oh, that's another one.
That was a great ending. Yeah, that was too funny.
Do you remember this one? Well,
yeah.
here we go.
I realized where it came from. It's the dog in Davy and Goliath. It's exactly how
it
he
is.
talks.
It is
Exactly how he talks.
Oh, dude, that was so funny. These guys were falling out of their chairs.
It was a pretty funny voice when he did it.
It's back in the day when I was part of the Friday
story.
Sunday show.
Uh-huh.
We had these. We called them jokes. They were skits.
You did call them jokes, but they were not funny.
Yeah. And so sometimes I would bring in scripts that we would do, or Scotty, and so once in a while we would do a single person would have to do everything.
Mm-hmm.
And they decided they were going to have me do one day.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going, oh, I wasn't prepared for it. So I'm looking around the studio and I saw our big banner there, and
Mm-hmm.
I just started going, well, there I was walking around. That was the voice I used, and doing it in that same way. And Doug, he's ready to fall out of his chair. Scotty,
for some reason, we thought it was hilarious, and I'm thinking that some reason it might be tequila.
It could have been. Brad, I don't think Julie was part of the show at that time.
Yes, she was.
Well, she was. But they were all busting, and I just kept going on with this voice. And you're right. It was the dog from Davy and Goliath.
I saw a trailer or something about that show the other day, and I went, "Oh my God, that's that voice."
And that was funny. You had to have been there, seriously.
I need just a moment here, so give me just 1 second. When is the opening date? 19th. Oh, so that's next week, right?
Yep.
Okay. I'm looking forward to Avatar, but I'm looking forward to the SpongeBob movie even more. I am. I love SpongeBob. So I'll go see that. All right. So we'll be back next week. We'll talk about whatever's out there. And we'll talk some more Christmas movies. So think of classic Christmas movies this time. I think that's a good way to go for our
Bells
last
of St.
show
Mary.
before Christmas.
Okay.
Oh, is that a Christmas movie?
Yes, it's definitely a Christmas
Oh,
movie.
yeah. Okay.
I watched that because you told me to watch it. It was actually pretty good.
And then there's
No, that's next week, John, not this week.
well, I was going to tell you my all-time favorite Christmas movie.
Arsenic Old Lace.
That's not a Christmas movie. Is It's a Wonderful Life.
Oh.
And for years I had no idea that it was filmed during the summer.
It had to be out during Christmas time.
Oh, exactly. Oh, yeah. But and it did not do well when it first was released.
Didn't get good reviews either.
No.
I love movies that don't get good reviews at first and then turn into classics.
Mm-hmm. And then later on, like this year, I learned certain things. We'll talk about it next week, hopefully, about what Jimmy Stewart was going through when he filmed his parts in that movie.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, folks, we're out. We'll see you next week. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Subscribe. It doesn't hurt you and it helps us. And isn't that a great pitch? Doesn't hurt you. It helps us.
You know what we didn't talk about?
We don't do that every week now, John. We'll talk about it next week.
The light over there in the
Yeah,
corner.
it's a good one.
It is a good light.
No, what I wanted to say was, hey, folks, go to your local mom and pop theaters. Keep them in business.
Yeah, because there's been a lot of crazy news that's come out this week about the film industry, and future is looking bleak.
When you have the
Let's just say.
CEO, see, we talked about this briefly last week. Johnny asked me what I thought about the merger between, at that point, Warner Brothers and Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought, yeah, I don't know. And that's because there's some benefits because there's a lot more money, but there's some other detriments as well. And then I read that the CEO of Netflix said that Lawrence of Arabia looks just as good on a cell phone as it does on the big screen. And I thought,
What?
that guy,
Yeah.
that is absolutely the stupid. You might as well have just said, I don't have a brain.
Maybe Paramount will get.
Well, they got more money going in, but
I could go on a whole rant about that. That's why I didn't.
Oh, and there's something else that
But-
really bugs me. This is about Warner Brothers, not Warner Bros, which is what some news people have been calling Warner Brothers. Warner Bros.
Warner Bros. And their sister company, Warner Hose.
Yeah. But hey, folks,
That's the
you know,
it's the internet site. Yeah.
newscasters, it's Warner Brothers, not Bros.
No, you're not talking about spelling it, right? You're talking about saying it.
Yeah, that's how they're saying
If
it.
they can spell it BRO, that's okay.
Yeah, but when they
Warner
say
Bros.
it, yeah, this one person who is on KFI who does some of the news stuff, she
Who?
calls it. I don't know what her
Oh, I
name
thought
is.
you-
I'm not going to embarrass her.
I was gonna.
But she calls it, and she's talking about it. She goes, and the merger, Warner Bros. And I'm going, wait, what?
See, I wonder if she even knows. She might think it's Bros.
Ah,
That's possible. I don't know. We'll
Could have been Bros.
mm.
Yeah. Or Warner Hose. We'll see you next
Yeah.
week, folks.
Popcorn.
Thanks for watching. Later.
Bye.
R.I.P. Clint Eastwood.
We did.
Brought to you by The Grape, Ventura County's premier jazz venue and cocktail lounge, located at 2733 East Main Street in Ventura. For menu and music schedule, visit them online at thegrape.club. This has been a Rough Edge Studios production.